Hi, this is Grace Banu. Jai Bhim, all of you. I'm a founding director of Trans Rights Now Collective and the trans rights activist. So here we are going to talk about the horizontal reservation for trans. So we started this campaign a couple of weeks back. Why do we need this? Because when we talk about the horizontal reservation, so in India, we are following two kind of reservational structure. So reservation is the one of our rights. The people who are who are all wants to get a public space, access the public space. Here we are following the reservational rights. So all the people who are taxpayer of this country, so they are all having the rights to get the reservational rights. So obviously, yes, we from the trans community people, so we are also having reservational rights. So we need reservational rights. So that's why we are fighting for so many years to get the separate reservation rights for the trans people. So here, how they implement the reservation rights. So in India, we are following two kind of structure. One is horizontal reservation and another one is vertical reservation. So when we talk about the vertical reservation, so the vertical reservation means the caste base, OBC, SC, ST, MBC, and OC. So the caste based reservation, and the horizontal reservation is the gender. The people who are having the gender, a different kind of gender. I mean, male, female, and the person with a disability, and the destitute widow, ex-serviceman. So that kind of reservation is there. So we are following that. So we here the central government, they are planning to put all the trans people in the OBC category, in the sense other backward class. Why? Because they are saying NASA versus Union of India judgment came, and you are all know about that judgment. And in that judgment, it's came on 2014. After that judgment, we the trans people who are all recognized by the all community, the civil society people. So in that judgment, when we talk about the reservation part, the court says, you can consider us, consider trans people in the socially, economically, educationally backward section. That's it. So they got that one, they picked that one word from that judgment, and they are saying that's why we are going to put all the trans people in the OBC category. So within the queer movement, within the trans community, all caste community trans people are there. For example, SC, ST, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, schedule, OBC, MBC, OC, all category of trans people are there. So how do we access the OBC category reservational rights? Yeah, and it's completely affect the people who are all already oppressed by the caste name, in the sense DBA community, Dalit Bagujan, Adivasi, indigenous community people who doesn't have any kind of privilege to get the education, to get the employment opportunities. So here they this is vertical reservation, so they plan to put all the trans people in the vertical reservation. So it's completely injustice for the DBA community trans people. So, and especially why it's completely injustice means, so for example, when we put all the trans people in the OBC category, the people in that OBC category is more than 2,000 caste people are there, and they are all cis community people. And how do we compete with the cis community people? And even though they're not ready to put the create a separate reservation, so separate percentage of reservation. They have said, they said, we are planning to put another caste name in this OBC list. That's it. And in that OBC list, they are not ready to give the separate reservation. Even though they are giving the separate reservation within that OBC category structure, the OBC category, the people who are having privilege, those people only occupy the all the spaces. Like, for example, here after Transgender Protection Act, the central government create a national council. So in that national council board, all the trans people are upper caste Savarna community trans people. Nobody from the marginalized community, in the sense DBA community trans people. Nobody, we don't have our representative people. So when we give the vertical reservation, so this kind of people only again occupy all the spaces. Again, we are all, the specifically DBA community trans people put into the put into the lower level. So again, we don't have a to get the chance to education opportunity and employment opportunities. So that's why we are asking horizontal reservation. So when we give the horizontal reservation in the name of gender and caste base, we are facing both kind of double amount of oppression in the name of caste and gender. So we have to give the equality. We have to create a equal space for all the people. Who all the people should come to participate that all kind of spaces like education space, employment space, and the representation space. So when we give the horizontal reservation, like we are having destitute widow separate reservation, person with a disability with a separate reservation, and other people who are the intercaste, specifically in Tamil Nadu, the intercaste marriage people are having separate reservation rights. So those kind of reservation we need. When we give the horizontal reservation, that is the permanent solution for the all community trans people, because within the queer movement, caste is there, caste is everywhere. So we are facing casteism and transphobia. Double amount of oppression we are facing. So we need to protect this both kind of things. Because of this only we are, we don't have a right space to access the mainstream space, public space like education, employment, and political. So when we give the horizontal reservation for the trans people, that is the solution to ensure all kind of people participate in the mainstream space. So firstly, this horizontal reservation introduced by the private member bill, it was passed in the Rajya Sabha, and when it was meant to the Lok Sabha, government take over that all the thing, and it was introduced by the DMK MP Trichy Shiva. So his bill has this kind of provisions, the horizontal reservation for the trans people, 1% reservation. So here the census, when we talk about the census of the trans people, we it can't contacted, it was contacted by the 2011, but after 2011 we have so much of visibility space. Now the so much of acceptance is happening across the country. So now we don't have the proper census, but as per the 2011 census, more than 6 lakh trans people are there in the across the country. But now the current scenario, even Tamil Nadu have more than 2 lakh trans persons in Tamil Nadu. But like that, so many states have so many trans persons. So when we talk about the census, it not yet conducted by the government. So yes, that's why we are fighting to to start this campaign. So we need your support, we need your solidarity, because most of the time we are getting the silence is your getting you people from silence. So break your silence, give your solidarity to us, because when when you open your mouth, so that is the original solidarity for us. So this cause is against the reservational policy, and it's against the social justice. It's against the trans community people who are vulnerably affected, marginalized community people. So yes, so that's why we are asking the solidarity from you people. Thank you so much. Jai Bhim, Jai Savitri, Jai Fatima.